Yeah, we were in Australia and it was Australia Day, and he was at rather a boring concert or something in Tumbalong Park, and we were all watching, but he was going to make a big speech that evening, and we were told the transcripts of the speech were available, so most of us peeled off from this rather boring event to get our transcripts. When I remembered I'd left my bag with the cameraman who was still there. So I went racing back across the park to get my bag, and I got it. And as I looked up, bang, 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 right in front of my eyes, I thought, God, you know. And suddenly the protection officer threw himself in front of Charles. A man catapulted himself onto the stage. The microphone fell over. There was chaos. And yes, I thought we had just witnessed an attempt to kill the Prince of Wales. It wasn't. It was a protest by a Cambodian boatman, I think he was, or student, and it was a starter pistol, in fact, a starting pistol. But my God, that was dramatic. That was another 36-hour. We were up for 30. You must have done this. You're up for 36 hours, no sleep.
Well, the royal gig's meant to be quiet. It's meant to be writing picture captions, but it's incredibly dramatic and newsy. Do you know what I mean? Fires happen, assassination attempts happen, and court cases happen. You know, it's
got legs, as we say in the business. It has legs, and those legs have just gone trotting on. I mean, it's still a jaw-dropping. I still broadcast a huge amount and write and commentate a huge amount on the royals, often from home, but sometimes here in London, and it still has the ability to make my jaw drop. Harry stepping back from royal duties. I remember sitting in my lounge and saying, "What?" I mean, it's constantly that. It's a very, very busy busy beat. The royal one.
Prince William's been busy. I don't know if you've seen Prince William, because he's been doing fewer engagements in the last couple of months. Because obviously the Princess of Wales has been unwell, and he's been making sure her care. You know, she's comfortable back at Adelaide Cottage. But I was looking in my diary, and he's done Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then this week, Monday, Tuesday, he's been out on engagements as well. So it was, it was Portsmouth, then it was Normandy, then it was the wedding, then Monday he was the England football, and then on Tuesday he has been in Cardiff. He's not had a run of work like that, and I'm just wondering if we get your thoughts on whether that might indicate that Princess of Wales could be left alone a little bit longer, because it's. We're not asked not to speculate on her care, and she needs to have the privacy to get better in her own time. But it just occurs to me that's quite a good sign, possibly, that William is working.
Yes, is able to leave. I mean, he has been doing the school run as well when he can, but obviously there's been days when he can't do it, and obviously that's got to be a good sign. I mean, I'm delighted that neither you nor I know how she is, because that's exactly how it should be. That's what she's asked for, and I'm so glad that the media have respected that. But what we do know is that, as you say, William is out and about a bit more, that he has said that she is getting better, and that she has said in her note to the Irish Guards, wasn't it, when she couldn't attend the rehearsal for Trooping the Colour, in her own words, she said she hoped to be able to represent them very soon. Those are the concrete facts we have to go on, and they're all positive.
Yeah, no, we always wish her good luck on the show as much as we can, and she just needs to come back whenever she's good and ready, but we kind of miss her.
Well, we do, don't we? I mean, she increasingly, I think, has become the jewel in the crown, which we used to say of Diana as well. And she has grown into that role in such a dignified way, and such a regal way, actually, and yet with the common touch. I think it was brilliant that she was given 10 years to peer into that goldfish bowl of royal life and all the restrictions and the glare of publicity it brings. But because their courtship was so long, she was able to judge that she could hack it, and William could see that too. And this is why I think that William was correct to guide, warn, whatever it was, Harry, are you sure you're not going a bit fast in this relationship with Meghan? It affronted Harry to be questioned like that, but I think that William, it came from a good place. Because if you look at the marriages that really have survived with commoners, Sophie Wessex is another example. Sophie Rhys-Jones, as she was when I first knew her, and she again had a long courtship with Edward, and they more or less lived together before marriage, and that is one of the most delightfully happy marriages in the royal family.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's really interesting that William did, have a lot of time. When he was younger, for a start, but he had a lot of time to, and Princess of Wales had a lot of time to kind of learn the role, be accepted, and really understand what she had to do. Whereas Duchess of Sussex had a much shorter time. Maybe it was because they were older, or maybe that Harry was just a man in a rush. He wanted to get married, and he wanted kids, and maybe she would have gone if he hadn't have acted quicker. But there we go. I have some quick-fire questions to wrap up, if you don't mind, Jenny. So they're light-hearted and fun.
I have. All right, I have my instructions.
Light-hearted and fun. I'll start from the top, and I'll see how far I go. Who was the best royal you have had dinner or a drink with, or met, and what did they tell you? Anything interesting?
Well, that's got to be. Best is a funny word, but probably the most delightful was Diana. And what did she tell me? Practically everything, to my astonishment.
Lovely. Who do you think is the best dressed royal?
Best dressed, I think probably Catherine is amazing. Do you remember that gold outfit she wore to, was it James Bond premiere or something? Yeah. Absolutely amazing, but very closely matched, I think, by Camilla, looking stunning these days.
Interesting. I think Prince Charles is a snappy dresser.
Oh,
I do. I like his suits. I like his jackets. I think he looks pretty cool.
Yeah, he likes the pocket handkerchief.
Who do you think is the laziest and who is the most hard-working?
The laziest probably was Andrew, and the most hardworking, undoubtedly, is who do you think I'm going to say?
I know you're going to say
the Princess Royal.
Yeah, Princess Anne.
Yeah. I mean, she's astonishing, absolutely astonishing.
Yeah, she just she doesn't take us along with her. She just goes and does it. She doesn't do it for exposure.
Nope. She's quite difficult to work with, but she gets it done.
I think I might know the answer to this one as well, but I'll try it. Which royal do you think is the biggest diva?
Well, is Meghan a royal? I don't know. Discuss. Anyway, I think historically, probably Princess Margaret was a real diva. And I'm afraid to say, I do think that Meghan had some diva qualities.
Does diva have to be female? I was thinking maybe Andrew.
I don't know. I always think of diva. It sounds female, doesn't it? Maybe it'd be divum if it was a man.
Okay, all right.
I did Latin A level.
There we go. If you could swap lives with one member of the royal family for a day, who would it be and what would you do?
Oh my goodness me! I think I'd swap. I would volunteer to swap roles with William to give him a break, so that he could just have a nice rest with his family. And I think I might do that.
Okay, final question. I don't know how to pronounce this word, actually. It may be a north-south divide, but which royal family member do you think would win a game of charades? Charades?
Charades.
Is it charades?
I call it charades. I think Charles would, actually. He was very keen on dramatics, amateur dramatics, and was quite a good actor at Gordonston and at university. And he's quite funny. I think he can take off the goons and people like that very well. So I think he gets that from his mum, actually, because she was a good mimic too.
Do they play any parlour games, do you think, at things like Balmoral and stuff
like that? Yes, I think they do. Yes, I think they do. They used to be very, very keen on card games, something demon. They used to play a lot. I'm not sure the younger generation play card games, but I just think charades probably comes out.
Yeah, I can imagine that with Charles and Anne.